You clicked on a weird video. We're going to be turning this new flashlight into something that looks much older in this video. I'm going to be showing you the antiquing process that you can use to give your anodized flashlight a very old look. All you're going to need for this is the flashlight itself, some 220 grit sandpaper. You can use other grit if you want to, but 220 is considered ultra fine. Gives you a little bit more control over the process. Takes a little bit longer though, so choose whatever works better for you. But yeah, I once tried this project with magic erasers on a World War II replica airsoft gun I had as a teenager, and that worked really well. I tried the magic erasers on this flashlight, but the anodization was too good, so I ended up going for this ultra fine sandpaper here. Once again, 220 grit. And you might be wondering at this point, why even do this? This is strange. That's a very valid thought to have. If it doesn't make sense to you, don't do it. And also, word of caution, flashlight companies anodize their flashlights because it is a protective finish. Aluminum can corrode, so you are removing some of that protective finish when you do this technically. I'm not worried about it, and it doesn't remove a lot of anodization from the whole body of the flashlight as a whole, just from the high points, which you'll see in this video. I am going to be doing a voiceover, and that's mainly to spare you from the sound of the scratching of the sandpaper. Here's a look at that magic eraser that I've used to do this sort of thing in the past. Once again, I found out it didn't work too well on flashlights. So yeah, you're looking at the process right here. We're just rubbing down the flashlight with the ultrafine grit sandpaper. It's gonna take material off the high points especially. The longer you do this, the more material you remove, the more natural aluminum you expose, and the older the final product is gonna look. So in my case, I just stopped when I was happy with it, which took about 5 minutes or so. And then it took me maybe another extra 5 to touch up certain areas, certain curves and channels or grooves of this flashlight. So yeah, that's the basic process. Let you watch the time lapse here. One thing I want to mention is the desired look of this. Once again, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I remember the Olight Warrior and Titanium had this kind of worn look to it, and that flashlight sold out in, I believe it was like a day or less. So this sort of appearance is desirable to some. So if you're cheap, this is one way you can do that to an aluminum flashlight if you want to. This flashlight, by the way, is SK1 from Sofirn. I really like this light. The review is already out, the full review and a short video. So if you're interested in this particular light, go check those out. And while we are on the topic of self-promotion, I would like to beg you for likes and subscribes. YouTube tells me I do not do that verbally enough on my videos, and I do want to grow this channel, so I'm trying to awkwardly do that right now. So if you can't do that, please hit that subscribe button for me. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, the last thing to do is to admire our work here. I did not do any wear on the clip. Now you can do that on the clip. The clip's steel in most cases, but it does like have some kind of powder coating on it that you can wear off as well if you want it to match the body of the flashlight. But with that said, let's make sure we didn't destroy the operation of the flashlight and do a function check. Okay, just kidding, it's fine. Yeah, we didn't really impact the operation or performance of the light in any way, just the appearance. If you want to be extra safe, just remove the battery during this too. Can't hurt. And you can remove the head or tail or other components to get the finish, in various areas of the flashlight more easily. I would try to avoid hitting the threads though, because that could be annoying to get that gritty type effect on your threads. But yeah, that is the finished product. Let me know what you think of this. I think it turned out great personally. I do not regret this. This is not something I want to do to every flashlight, but this one fit the bill for me and I was bored. Hope this cured your boredom too. God bless. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.